Hello, everyone. This is Dominique Narciso, and welcome to a huge announcement. I am doing a live virtual summit called Live Your New Story next week from October 17th to the 21st, live here from Canberra, Australia, from 10 o'clock to 11:15 in the morning. That's 4 to 5:15 Pacific Standard and 7 to 8:15 Eastern Standard Time. I am so excited to share with you the success framework that I used to help me pivot into a new career. For many of you that are first getting to know me, I started out my career as a Peace Corps volunteer serving in Costa Rica. Shortly after, I got married and my spouse became a US diplomat. And we started moving from country to country to country. And through that process, I was totally challenged with my career. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I worked as a consular officer, I worked as a consultant, I worked on freelance gigs until I finally came upon entrepreneurship and starting my own business. But that process of stripping away my old identity to live a new story as a business owner, as a coach, as someone who is just in love with their job, it took me time and it took a lot of work, mental and emotional mindset work. It took me a lot of time to get out of my old ways, to get out of my own way in order to live a new story. And so for this summit, if you are a creative entrepreneurial woman and you're in career transition, or you've taken a career break, or you want a new career, or you want to shift into something more creative, you've always been wanting to do something different, I invite you to this summit because I'm going to give you my fire, my positivity, and also the strategies, the ideas, the work that you need to do on yourself to get to know yourself so that you can start building a new success path. For a long time, I thought success was, going to the best schools, getting the best grades, getting the best job, and then getting promoted. But as my life unfolded and I had children and we started moving around to different countries, success started to change for me a lot. I could no longer get the kind of job that I could in the United States. I could no longer, just apply for anything because I was moving from country to country. I had to learn the language or apply for a work visa. And on top of that, it was just challenging. I roadblock after roadblock, I tried to figure out what I wanted. And through all those years of trying and pushing and, trying to figure it out and feeling frustrated with it all, I was reading a lot of personal growth books. I was reading a lot and listening to inspirational talks online. And through that time of just learning and growing and learning and growing, I eventually gained enough courage to say, hey, I want to start a business. I don't know what it is yet, but it's going to be something. I had the first iteration, which failed miserably. But the second iteration of my business is what you see today. I'm now an author, I'm a coach, I'm a high performance coach. I'm also a speaker for various audiences. But the people that I love to serve the most are you, the creative entrepreneurial woman. Maybe you are in that moment in your life, that season in your life where you just had a child or you're raising kids, or maybe the kids are going off to college and it's just this season of transition for you. And you're trying to figure out what you want to do professionally, what you want to do to contribute to the world, what you want to do to make an impact. So this summit will teach you exactly the same framework, the same thought process I went through in order to start dreaming bigger, to start having a bigger vision for myself. I wasn't always an entrepreneur. I was always an employee, always. But in my life, and as in my personality, I've always been entrepreneurial. I've always been creative. And I've always tried to find ways to do things differently at every job I've had. And most importantly, I'm a community builder. That's what I know about myself. And so if you are looking for that community and you are looking for that inspiration and you are looking for other successful women that have transitioned to work that they love, and you want to learn from them, you want to learn their strategies or their ideas or even their thought process, like how did they do it? How did they shift? That's what the summit is about. I'm going to share my story, but I'm also inviting all of my friends that I've built relationships with over the past few years so that they can share their stories with you, their stories of struggle and their stories of success, and how they were able to build a business that they loved, or build a professional life, or a project, or a career, whatever it is that they built. They built it, and they love doing it. They're into it. It's their purpose. It's part of their mission now. And I want to share that positivity and that inspiration and those stories with you, because whatever it is you want to create in the world, it could be a business, it could be a product, it could be a beautiful family, it could, whatever it is, you don't have to build it alone. You don't have to do it by yourself. For a long time, I thought, like, especially as an overachieving perfectionist, I thought that I had to figure it out all on my own. And I realized with time and with perseverance and, having grace with myself and forgiving myself for wanting to do everything like right now, I realized that when you do it alone, you're doing it wrong. But when you do it with others, when you build your dream with others, you bring people along on the ride, you share your struggles, your successes, your questions, you ask for help. When you do that, I guarantee you, your life will take on a whole new level of meaning, a whole new level of fulfillment, of fun, of adventure, of challenge. And that's what I want for you, especially if you're ambitious, especially if you're creative, especially if you are entrepreneurial. You don't have to be a business owner right now. You don't have to, have your big, wild, awesome idea. But if you have the passion and you have the tenacity to go after what you want, I want to talk to you. I want to serve you. I want to help you build that dream out, because it is possible. You just have to believe it. You have to act on it, and you have to be consistent. These are the lessons I've learned living my new story as an entrepreneur, also as a mom, also as, a woman that's traveling internationally with their spouse. Like, I have had to teach myself a new success story, one that does not fit the traditional get a 9-to-5 job, go, get promoted, get the corner office. That's not my story. That's not what I'm teaching. What I'm teaching you is how to go after your dreams, how to go after what you're passionate about, how to ask for help, how to build community around what matters to you. Because the world needs what you have. The world needs you to be a happy and fulfilled person, because when you are happy and fulfilled, you will impact others immensely for generations, the work that you bring to this world. All right. I hope that fired you up. Look not in the comments, in the description below, there's going to be a list of the speakers every day. Make sure you sign up. I got some registration links over there. It's a Google form. Sign up to the Live Your New Story Virtual Summit. I'm so excited to meet you, to see you, to learn with you, to grow with you, to build with you. I am fired up. It is happening starting next Monday, October 17th at 10 a.m. Canberra, Australia time. That's 10 a.m. Canberra, Australia time. If you're in the US, that's going to be on Sunday, 4 o'clock Pacific, 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Again, super excited to meet you all. Super excited to share the fire and the wisdom. I have amazing speakers. They are fun. They are positive. They are adventurous. And they are just beautiful souls that I've met on my journey. And I want to share their stories with you as well. All right, everyone. Remember to be bold, be positive, and take action every day.